Hi everyone, Salesforce Consulting and Admin Training Day 28. So let's go ahead and see what are we going to learn today. So we'll quickly go through the previous session overview and we'll talk about the email templates and what are the email templates and what are the email template folders and what is the standard email template folders and custom email template folders and what is the navigation of the email template. What are the different type of email templates and what is the plain text template, and we will see one of the use case for the plain text template, and then we'll see the navigation steps to create a plain text template. And then we will talk about the testing process of the plain text, and then we'll talk about the merge fields, how to add the merge fields in the email template, and we'll see the use case and testing process for the merge fields, creating letterhead. How can I create a letterhead email templates? And then we'll have a questions, interview questions. Now, before I move on, what did we learn in last session?
Formula field and
external lookup relation, roll-up summary fields.
External lookup, roll-up summary fields, and
Formula fields.
right. So today, let's focus on the new topic, which is called as a email templates. So let's take a scenario. Let's assume that I have an organization. There is a organization. Let's take the bank organization. Bank organization. Let's assume that in the bank, we have an account. Okay, in the bank, right now the total amount is, the balance is some 50,000. Okay, and 50,000, and we are depositing one more 10,000. Or somebody is transferring it. Assume that one of member is transferring the amount to my account. So what will happen as soon as the transfer is done? As soon as the transfer is done, like I'm transferring the account. Usually whenever we are transferring any amount to the another person, right? So how we will know that whether it is a confirmed or whether it is a transferred correctly or not? Did it go to the different person or did it go to the another person? For example, there is a, okay, so now this is the balance account. Right now, the B person is having the balance account of 50,000. Now A person has balance account, assume that 60,000. Now A person is transferring the amount to B person. Now whenever the person is transferred the amount, immediately the amount will be deducted from the A person and amount will be added to the B person, because the A person is transferring the amount to B. So, but how will I get a confirmation whenever we are transferring the amount? How we get a confirm? The first thing which we will check our mobile. First, I'll check the SMS. Whether did I receive any SMS saying that the 10,000 amount is deducted from your account. The A person will get the A person will receive an SMS saying that 10,000 amount is detected. And the second thing, which is email, we will be receiving an email saying that some so and so person, like a 00 at the end, the balance account number ending with 001234 is deducted with the amount is detected, 10,000 amount is detected. 10,000 amount is detected, and after deduction, what are the current balance is there? The current balance is 50,000. So they will tell this detailed information it will give us. And where did I transfer? I transferred to, it will tell that the amount is transferred to last digit something 6565. So transfer to this account. So from the account 001234 to the 006565, the amount has been transferred. So this email confirmation is we will be receiving it. Once I see this email confirmation, then a person will be confident that the amount has deducted and it is transferred. Now, when the B person will confirm whether the amount is added or not, whether the amount, the person whoever is transferred to the B person account, when he will get a confirmation, either the person, B person will receive an email or SMS saying that there is an amount transferred to your account. Transfer to your account. So the person, B person will be receiving an SMS or email, so that the person will get confirmed that okay, the amount is added to the current balance. So I have right now, the B person will say that okay, I have right now the balance is 60,000. So that means whatever the A person has transferred the amount, it is added to the B person account. These all will be happen when I see the SMS or when I see the email. That's how the customer will get a confident, or they will confirm that okay, this has been confirmed. In case if they do not receive any email, in case customer did not receive any email, then customer will go to the bank asking that I have today transferred and there is no email communication right now. The account is also not showing any deduction. So they will go to the bank and they will raise a case. Now, this email communication, whatever is happening there, do you think that it is somebody sitting at the system and sending in emails every now and then? Because in a day, maybe 10 members or more than 10 members might be transferring. Few lakhs members might be transferring the amount to one person to another person. But there is no person who is sitting at the back end every second sending a okay, this person is done the transfer, so now I need to send an email. They will not be doing that. Nobody is sitting at the system and doing the transferring the sending an email saying that this is the amount is transferred or something, right? So there has to be automated process whenever there is some transaction. Whenever there is some transaction is happened in the system, in the bank, or whenever there is somebody is transaction has taken out, or somebody has completely used the amount, right now the balance is 0, or the credit card bills. So what are the monthly credit card bills are there? So these all the emails should be automated. That means if we have to automate these emails, right? So do I need to automate the email for a single person? Like this is one person, I need to send this email. There is another person like who are doing the same. C person is transferring the D person. Do I need to create another email for this? For the another customer, do I need to create another email? No, we will not be creating emails for each customer. There will be only one email. There will be only one email, which is a generic email. This generic email is going to fire based on the transaction. What are the transactions are happening from whichever the person to another person, from which account to another account. So whatever is happening, there is only one template. There is only one template which has a certain subject, saying that amount is deducted or amount is transferred or the account balance is zero or the credit card balance, right? So credit card payment. So that is a subject. And then we'll have a content. So the content is in the body, we'll have a certain content saying that email so and so account number, it is transferred the 10,000 amount to the another account and the account number, right? So this will give the more clarity. So this is a generic email template. We call this as a email template. So that means there is a draft. There is a draft. The draft is which is called as a email template. The draft is called as a email template. So this email template will have a certain subject and it has a content. It has a content. So that whenever there is a transaction is happening, or in case if there is another scenario, usually whenever there is an issue with Salesforce, right? We raise a ticket to the Salesforce. We raise a ticket to the Salesforce. So whenever we raise a ticket to the Salesforce, we immediately receive an email saying that whatever the case is raised, your case is successfully created in the system and it is notified to the support team and support team will contact you back. So that is the email which we receive it. So that email is a generic, which is a draft email, Whoever is creating the Salesforce case, in a day, so many members are creating the Salesforce cases and which are different, altogether different issues. So for every Salesforce issue, we will not be generating a completely new email template. Now, there will be a standard draft email template will be there, which always sends whenever the case is created, this draft email will be sent to that person, right? So this is also called as a communication template. This is also called as a communication template because we are communicating through the email. We are communicating through the email. So that means there is some communication is happening. It's kind of a letter, but the letter communication is happening through the online or through the email template. Clear? So for this, even in the Salesforce also, we have a certain email templates. So for this email templates, like if you take a JavaScript or a .NET, if you go for this. So if you have to implement email templates, or email alert, they have to do some kind of a SMTP server. They need to install it or they need to have a connection and they need to do a lot of setup related to SMTP server. But in Salesforce, we need not to do all this. We do not require any server installation. Nothing is required in the Salesforce. Salesforce does all of that SMTP server. Salesforce already did it and they gave us some scenario. They gave us some navigation where we can directly go to that navigation and implement our template. Automatically, it will be linked at the backend. So we need not to do any kind of a SMTP server or no file transaction. Nothing is not required. Directly, we can generate an email template. It is similar like when you go to your Gmail. When you go to your Gmail and you do the compose, right? So when you click on a compose, now let's assume that you are writing some subject here. Let's assume that credit card payment. So here, dear customer, And then we'll have some content here. Then finally, we'll have a thank you message. Right? Thank you message from the so-and-so bank, let's say Axis Bank. This draft, right? This is the draft. Similarly, in Salesforce, like this, you will be creating a draft email template, but it will be saved in the Salesforce database. It will be saved in the Salesforce database. You will be creating similar kind of a draft email template in Salesforce, and that draft email template will be stored in the Salesforce database. Salesforce database, it will be there. Now, so let's go to the email templates. So email templates is a draft which contains the subject and email content which can use to notify the people. And email templates is also called as a communication template. And each organization can set up the employees, customers, partners, and end users. That means you can set up this communication to the internal team, to the employees, to the customers, to the partners, to the end users, whoever you wanted to send an email. For everybody, you can set up this email templates. You can set up this email templates. So that means by using this, email templates, we can send an email notification to the required users with the required subject and content based on the needs. Needs is nothing but there should be some action needs to be happen in Salesforce. Like it has to, on creation of a lead, I wanted to send an email, or on doing the bank transaction. When we are performing the bank transaction, then we wanted to send an email. That means there should be some action needs to be happening in Salesforce. Then only we can send an email. So we can send an email upon performing the bank transactions. We can send an email upon raising the case by the customer. For example, they raised a case. So as soon as I see that there is a case is created in Salesforce, as soon as the record is created in Salesforce, I wanted to send an email notifying the customer that there is a case is created in the system. So our team will be contacting you. So kind of an email. Also, we can send an email to all the members based on the festival seasons, New Year, like an occasion. We will be receiving these kind of emails. We will be receiving in our Gmail, like whenever the festival are there. So immediately we will receive an email saying that there is a deal, offer is there, something kind of that, right? So, and we can send emails to the required people upon submitting the details to apply the positions. Like whenever we apply a position, like mostly in kind of a Dell company or Infosys company or Tech Mahindra, like whenever we go to their site and we submit all our details, and whenever we click on a final submit button, we will receive an email saying that your resume has been submitted to our company, our HR will contact you. So like that, we will receive an email. So those all are draft emails which are sitting in the system. As soon as there is an action happened by the user or by the customer or by the employee, then immediately there is an email that goes out to the related respective members. Now there are two types of emails templates. There are two types of email templates. Similar like how the objects are there, like a standard object, custom object. Similarly, email templates also two types: standard email templates, custom email templates. There are two types. That means standard email template, custom email template. Standard email templates are the one which are provided by the Salesforce. There are few ready-made email templates that Salesforce is already provided to us. Those are ready-made, which are already provided by Salesforce. Now there are And we can custom, in case if we wanted to customize it, we can customize it. And if in case if we wanted to remove the email templates, we can remove it. Whereas in the standard object, it is not possible. Now, in this email template, standard email templates, we can customize it. In case if I wanted to add a more text, like Salesforce is already giving the ready-made text to there. And in case if I wanted to modify that text related to my organization, I can make a changes to that. And if I wanted to delete it, I can completely remove the standard email template based on the requirement. And after providing the Salesforce, like what are the Salesforce is providing the email template, ready-made email templates. If this does not qualify it, if this does not meet my requirement, then I'll go with a custom email template. That means if the existing email templates are not suitable for my requirement or the requirement that client has given, if that is not suitable, then what the developer or administrator can do is they can implement their own email templates based on the requirement that we have received from the client. So subject and the content is provided by the client. So client will be providing the subject, client will be providing the content, what they wanted to place it. So for that, we will go with the custom email templates. Clear? Any questions so far? Okay. So here in this case, each email template, okay. Now we have seen the templates. We have seen the templates. There are two templates are there. Standard email template, custom email template. Now within the email template folder, there is email templates. There also we have a folders. There also we have a folders. It is kind of a list view. It is kind of a list view. The one which we have, we can see here the list view, right? So if I go to the account, now whatever we can see here, the list view. Similarly, the email template is also this kind of a list view, which is called as a folder, So there are two type of a folders. So each email template, whatever we are creating the email template, that email template has to be inside a folder. You cannot create an email template without specifying the folder. If I'm creating the draft email, for example, I'm creating here one draft email with a certain subject here and content, I'm displaying it here. Now this is the draft email template which I have created. When I create a draft email template, it has to link to the folder. That means this, whatever we have created this email template, it has to link with the folder. Without the folder, you cannot stay. That means email template should not be hanging somewhere. If you have created it, link it to the folder. So every email template, even the standard email templates also link to the folder. Custom email templates also link to the folders. So, but here in this case, we can have a different folders. The Salesforce is already providing the one folder which is called as a standard email template folders. And the second one, if you want to create your own custom folder, you can create a custom email template folder. But make sure that whenever we are creating the draft email template, it has to be linked with the folder, either standard email template or a custom email template folder. And all email templates folder information will reside into the folder object. We have a separate object called folder object. Every email template folder can resides inside the folder object. We can find it there. Now, the first one is a standard email template folders. So standard email templates are which are ready-made folder provided by the Salesforce by default. Salesforce by default. Now, Salesforce is provided two standard email template folders are again two email templates. Let me go to the Salesforce. So, okay. Now, the first thing, in order to search email templates, here search for a email templates. Search for email templates. You will see classic email templates, lightning email templates. For now, click on a classic email templates. When you click on a classic email templates, you will see there are a standard email templates which are provided by the Salesforce. These are the standard email templates which are provided by the Salesforce. So these all are by default available for the use. These all are by default available for the use. Let's say, for example, case created phone inquiry, case created web inquiry. So whenever the case is created from the phone or from the web, then there is automatically we can send an email, which we have a email template here. This is a draft email template. This is to notify the customer about the whatever the case has been created. Now, once it is resolved, we can send the response. So this is another draft email. Whenever the issue is resolved, we can send an email to the a user or a customer. Now, whenever the case is escalated, we can use this template. So these are the draft templates. But in order to fire these email templates, we have to go for the automation. Either you can file these emails, what are the draft templates are there. Either we can fire it from the workflows, which we will be discussing, workflows, or you can fire it from the lightning flows. You can fire it from the lightning flows, or you can fire it from the process builder. If that is not there, right now they have removed it. It can fire from the workflows, lightning flows, and Apex also. You can fire these emails. You can fire these email template drafts. Email templates is nothing but a draft template. It's not yet there to send. These are sitting in the system. Email templates is nothing but it's just a record. It's just a record, email template record, which is sitting in the system. That's it. It's not going to hit any emails. In order to send an email, there is another process which we have to do it. So that anyway, we will go through that. Now, right now, this classic email templates is these all are the draft emails or the records which are sitting here. Records or the communication email template, draft email templates which are sitting here. Now, email template folders. There are two folders provided by the Salesforce. Two folders. First of all, folder, I can create my own folder, custom template folder. Also, I can use the Salesforce provided folder here. Salesforce again provided the two folders here. Unfiled public classic email templates and my personal email templates. Salesforce is provided the two email template folders, unfiled public classic email template folder, and the second one is my personal email template folders. Unfiled public classic email template folders is nothing but this is a public folder. Anybody can access. Anybody. The email template, if it is sitting in this folder, anybody can access that email template. All the users within that organization, everybody can access the email templates that are sitting in this folder, everybody can access. My personal email template folder is nothing but it is specific to the owner. Whoever is created that email template. If you have not selected the folder, in case while creating the email template, you have not selected any folder, then what will happen? By default, it will go and sit into the my personal email template. By default, it will go and sit with my personal email template folder. When it sits into the my personal email template folder, it is a restricted folder. Nobody can access the email template that sits into the my personal email template. If there are any records, any email templates that are sitting in the my personal email templates, nobody can access those templates. If I have created, right now I have not created anything, that's the reason here it is empty. But in case if I create any email template, and if it is sitting in the my personal email template, for example, I have created another email template, case created email template. And that email template, nobody can access in my organization. So make sure whenever in real time, whenever you are creating an email template, that has to be placed in certain folder. Either you can create a new folder saying that this is a production folder or some kind of a client folder or a customer folder, case folder, create a specific folder. So if I have to tell more specific, like in Salesforce, we have a sales application. We have a sales application and we have a service application. And we have a marketing application, right? So marketing application, we have these different applications are there. Now let's assume that I have some 100 email templates which are used for the sales application. Let's assume that 10 emails which are needed for the sales application. And services, I needed 20 email templates which are really used for the service application. Service application, there are 20 email templates. And marketing, there are 15 email templates which are needed. In that case, what you can do is you can create a multiple email templates. That's not an issue. But what you can do is you can create your own separate folder. That means create a folder for sales application where all the emails related to the sales application will be sitting here. Create a different folder for the service application. All the email templates related to the service application sits into the service application. Create another folder which is called as a marketing application. So all the marketing email templates sits into the marketing application. So that tomorrow, if there is any issue raised by the sales team or a service team or a marketing team, it is easier for us to just go through that particular folder and see which template is causing an issue. So that kind of a distribution, we can make it in the real time. So that's the reason we have a different folders. Now, custom template folders are, you can create your own custom folders. That means admin or a developer create their own email template folders based on the requirement or based on the module or based on the application or based on the department. Like in sales application itself, you have a different departments like Australia department, New Zealand department, or in India, like in Hyderabad, it is like a Madhapur branch. Like for example, if I take, okay, so it is a Hyderabad location or a Bangalore location. For Bangalore location, it's a different kind of a thing. For US, it is a different based on the government rules. So usually in US, you will see like based on the state, the regulations will be changed. Like Australia will have a different kind of a email templates. New Zealand will have a different kind of a email template. So for that, what we can do is we can distribute it based on the location or based on the city or based on the country. We can divide it, those email templates. Right? So let's suppose your organization used by the Germany, your organization used by the Australia. In that case, Germany email template formats are different, Australia email templates are different, US email templates are different. Right? So in that case, you can create your own email template based on the a country. So that is also possible. So that's how we do it in the real time. Also, we create a folders for more specific things. Now, all the email template folders information get resides into the email template object. Email template object. So just go to the developer console. In order to find that, go to the developer console. Now file, open resource, file, click on a open. Okay. Now here objects. Let me close this. Close all. File, open. Now objects, just type here email. So we have a emails. There are different objects which are related to the email. For now, it is a email templates. For us, it is email templates. If you click on this and if you highlight this, you will see all the, see here, ID is there and the name of it, what is the folder name and what type of a template, is it active email or not, and what is the description, what is the subject, right? Everything you can get it. If you highlight this, if you click on a query, so what if you execute it, you will be able to see all of this. So right now we have everything is a standard email templates that we have, and most of them are sitting into the folder called unfiled public class email template. Unfiled public class email template. So these are the standard email templates. So in case if you wanted to query in the real time, use the object called email templates. So by querying this, you can able to get what are the email templates that are there. Now, let's go here. Now, email template navigation is, as we have seen, setup and search for an email template, and you will see two type of email templates here. One is a classic email template and the next one is a lightning email template. Classic email template, if you click on this classic email template, so you will see all the templates that are exist right now. Now, once it is, like, let's click on this. Now, once this is done, okay, so here, classic email template availability, expand this, you can see more information about the classic email template. So what it says the classic email templates you create here can be used with the following features. These templates, these records can be used with the following features in both Salesforce Classic and Lightning experience. The Salesforce Lightning desktop offers the new email experience where admin and users can write the email and create the template directly from the record, right? So which is called as an email in Lightning desktop. Now, emails can be used in approvals. If you are implementing any approvals, right? So approval process, if you are doing for the approval process, you can go for there also we will use the emails. And the cases, whenever you are creating the cases, so that time if you wanted to send an email. So this is another one is an alert, like a kind of a festival deal alert during the festival. If there are any deals are happening, if you wanted to send any alerts, so that is the email. there also we can use it. And case assignment rule. So whenever the case is assigned, automatically we are assigning it based on the assignment rule. So whenever it is assigned to a single person or a group, then we have to send an email to that person. Similarly, case escalation. Whenever the case is escalated, we can send an email. Now, experience cloud site. So experience cloud site is kind of a what you see in the Amazon or a Flipkart or a kind of a digital cloud, where you can select a product and based on the selection of the product, right? So when you go to the Amazon, you select a product and you will go for buying adding it to the cart. So you will add your product into the cart. So in Amazon, you select a product which you wanted to purchase, and then you will add it to cart. So once it is added, all the details, once it is added to the cart, then what you will do finally, you will go for the billing, which is a payment. So once the payment is done, right? Once the payment is done, you will receive an email. You will receive an email saying that so and so product is you have purchased it with the price. So it will give you the product details in the email. It will give you what is the price in the email and when is the delivery date. So that details it will give you, and it also give you the return policy in the email, right? So similarly, here also we have a experience cloud site. There also we can send those kind of emails. Email to case, yes, we can also send email to case. And lead assignment rule, in case during the lead assignment, if you want to send any specific email, you can do that. Through the process builder, you can send it. Through the workflows, you can send it. Web to lead, you can send. And lightning email action, there is something called lightning email action. There also you can send it. Lightning list email actions in the lightning experience only. This is also you can send. Salesforce classic email author. This is also you can send it. This is about the classic email template. Okay. Now, let me just a step back onto the lightning email templates. Now, lightning email templates, you can see one kind of a toggle here. What it says is folders and enhanced sharing. Folders and enhanced sharing. That means in the lightning, we have an object called email templates. In the lightning, we have an object called email templates. Now here you can see email templates. Now you can directly click on this object and you can see here the details like all templates. Like if you wanted to create any email template, right? You can create the email template here also. Here also you can add a template name, description, related entity, and the folder name, which folder you wanted to give it, private email template or a public email template. You will not see the folder which is there in the classic. Like in the classic, we have a folder called unfiled public. We have a folder called unfiled public that you cannot see here. Here we have a different folder, which is a private email template and public email template and enhanced letter header. Enhanced letter header and then HTML value, subject, you can add all these things. We'll come to this point later. But right now, what is happening here? What is the lightning email template is playing a role here is, if I turn on this, here you will see a folders. Right now you see only one button which is called as a new email template. New email template. By turning on this, what will happen is users create a edit, delete, nested email template folders. This is for the more access where you wanted to perform in the lightning. So let me turn on this. When I turn on this, what will happen if I refresh this? You can see more information in the same object, email templates. here you have a few more things which is called as a new email folder, new folders. You can see new folders. Now, also you can see more the folders here, like a created by me folder templates and private email templates. And if you want a public email templates, you can see that, or if you wanted to see all email templates, you can see, or if you wanted to see the folders, you can view all the folders. So this additional feature will be added if you turn on the toggle. If you turn on the toggle, you can see this more information here. Okay. So that is the use of this toggle. Now coming back to the classic email template. Now we know what is the folder here, and on file, public classic email template, my personal email template. In case if you wanted to create your own folder, click on this create a new folder. When you click on this create a new folder, it will ask you the name of the folder. It will ask you name of the folder. Let's say that I'm creating a folder here, which is called Salesforce folder. I'm creating as a Salesforce folder. Now, do you want this public folder access only? That means the other user should be able to see this and edit this folder. That means others should be also edit this folder, like read and read only. If you say read only, others can just see this folder, but they cannot edit the access to this folder. Now you can say read, right? That means others also can able to edit. Now in this folder, do you wanted to add any standard templates to this folder? Do you want to add any standard templates? Possible that Salesforce folder, I need some kind of a information like a case created web inquiry. I need it. So I'll add that to the my folder. I'll add that to the my folder. And the next one which we have option, this folder is accessible by all the users. Do you want this folder to be accessed by all the users, or this folder should be hidden from all the users? Only for your purpose you are creating it, or this folder is accessible only to the specific users. There are only specific users, like we have some groups. Similar like a Hyderabad, we have a Madhapur branch, we have a Secunderabad branch, or we have a Jubilee Hills branch. Like area wise, we have a different thing. Now, in case if I wanted to handle more area specific, that means we have a different groups in the each area. So in that case, what I can do is I can select that particular group of the members, and I can transfer, I can share this folder, whatever I have created. If you have a role specific, you can give all the role specific, like all the VP users should be able to access, all the CTO users should be able to access this folder. Or if you wanted to give a roles and subordinate, that means if I give access this folder to CFO, CFO should be able to access, and all the subordinates of the CFO should be able to access this folder. So right now I'm going with this folder is accessible by all the users. Let's click on save. Now I created new folder. In that folder, I just drag the standard template to my folder. So that's the reason I can see into the standard template. I can see into the standard Salesforce folder. Now we have an option here, new template. We have an option here, new template. When I click on a new template, Salesforce is providing 4 types of templates. Salesforce is providing 4 types of templates. First one is a plain text template, which is a plain text, nothing is there. Second one is HTML. Second one is HTML by using the letterhead. That means here we will be using the letterhead. Header, footer, those kind of things will be using it. And the third one is a custom. That means without using a letterhead. Without using a letterhead. And the fourth one is a Visualforce template. Fourth one is Visualforce template. Now we can see here text, HTML using classic letterhead, custom without using the classic letterhead, visual force, that means using the visual force. If I select it, it is going to ask me the visual force one. Now, these are the 4 different email template types which we have. 4 different email template types: plain text, HTML, custom, visual force template. Now, first we will see the step by step we will go on. First, we will see the plain text. First, we will see plain text. Now, plain text template is nothing but we can configure this email template with a normal text. With normal text. That means sometimes we receive just emails. We receive just emails, kind of these emails. So we receive an email without any image, without any hyperlink, or without any size or a font or anything. So just a text is available. Just a text is available. So we can prepare the email template which contains the email content in the form of plain text. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. So which does not have an attractive look like icons, emojis, or a banner, header, footer. Nothing will be there. Pictures, nothing will be there. So let's see the use case. Let's see the use case. So the use case is, let's assume that, okay, let's see. Configure an email template to notify the lead person upon creating a new lead record in the object. New lead record in the object. Let's assume that I'm creating a lead. I'm creating a leads. So as soon as I create a lead, during the creation of lead, we will mention the email here, right? We will mention the email here. So on creation of clicking on save button, whatever the email is mentioned here, it should send an email to that user. That is the use case. But sending an email to that user is an automation. As soon as the action is happened here, save button, there should be some automation needs to be implemented, like a lightning flows or a lightning Apex class or a workflows. Some automation should be there so that we can send an email here. But what I'll do is I'll create a plain text for the same thing. I'll create a plain text draft email template by giving a certain email subject saying that congratulations, your lead has been created in Salesforce successfully. And the email content is, will say, normally we receive email content, dear customers, thanks for showing your interest in our organization, product, services. And then we are pleased to inform you that your lead record has been created in our database for the future reference. Once one of our Salesforce person will contact you shortly. So some kind of this message will add. This is a system generated email, so please do not respond it. And then finally we'll have a thank you, regards Salesforce team and Dell. This is my content. This is my content. So let's go ahead and implement it. Now, classic template. I'm selecting the email template here. The first step is email template. Select what type of a template do you need. Text template or HTML or a custom or a visual force. We have selected the text. Click on a next. So step 2 is, it is going to, based on the template selection, it is going to ask the certain information. It is going to ask certain information. Now, the first thing it is going to ask is, which folder do you wanted to save this template? Which folder do you wanted to save this folder? By default, if you do not give, if you have not created any folder, By default, it might come unfiled, public class, or my personal email templates. So you can change which are the one you wanted, you can change it. Available for use. If you check, that means this is active email template. Anybody can use it. Anybody can use it. It is an active template. Anybody can use it. If it is a deactive, nobody can call this email template. Nobody can call this email template. So I'm selecting it as an active email template name. Let me give some information here. New customer, new case record, or new lead creation. New lead creation. So that's the same name I'm giving in the description. Subject, I'll say that congratulations. So I'll say that congratulations, your lead has been created successfully. Now email template, I'll simply say, dear customer, thank you for showing the interest. In our organization. Now I'll say that we are pleased to inform you that the lead is created in the system. The new lead is created in the system. And our team will contact you. Will contact shortly. Now, so I'll say that this is the system generated email, please do not reply. Well, let's say thank you. Samskar IT. This is my org name. And or instead of this, I can say that sales team and organization is Infosys. Now let's click on save. Done. Only 2 steps. Step 1, select the template. Based on the template, the next screen will be changed. Now, once it is created, once the email template is created, so what you can see here, congratulations, your lead record has been created successfully, and this is what the message is here, right? So now I have created this. Now, after creating it, in case if you wanted to modify any details, you can definitely click on edit here. You can modify it, whatever the data you wanted to modify, you can modify here. For example, if you wanted to add a few more details here, now you can do that. Let's say, please contact on below address if any query. If any queries. So I'll save this. Now we have created a email template created by is showing here, modified by is showing, who is the author that is created, and it is always encoding is Unicode UTF-8. This is by default, Salesforce is giving it, you cannot change that. And then we have a subject here, we have a plain text. See here, it is coming as a plain text preview. Plain text preview. Now we have created a email template. Now, how can I test my email template? How can I test my email template? If I have to test my email template, definitely I have to go for a automation. But is there a way that I can test my email templates? So this is the navigation steps which we have already seen. Testing process is open the email template to be whatever you wanted to test it, and click on a send test and verify merge fields button. Send test and verify merge field button. So this is the button. In case after creating the template, if you wanted to see whether this email template looks good or not, whether this is looking good or not, this template looks good or not, in case if you wanted to cross verify. In case if you wanted to cross verify, select this send test and verify the merge fields. Now, click on here. So when you click on that, you will see a pop-up box. You will see a pop-up box like this, which has a certain information here, a recipient record related to record. Recipient is nothing but the type of recipient receiving the email template, whoever the recipient to address, whoever the person that is there, right? So recipient is always we get it from the contact or the lead or the user. Emails, the to address user will be always it's into the contact lead user. But in case if you wanted to related record information, you can always check all of this. So all my custom object, everything will be available here. Custom object, standard object, all the details I can see in the related to record. So that means which record you are testing it, which record you are testing the email. Now in this case, mine is just a plain text. I do not need to give a record here. It's just a plain text. I wanted to just cross verify that if I send this email, whether it is coming perfectly or not. So for that, what you can do is we have something called send email preview to. That means specify your email ID here, specify your email ID and check this checkbox. Check this checkbox. So what will happen is once you click on a OK, once you click on a OK button here, as after selecting this, there is an email that goes out. I'm clicking on OK button. So as soon as the email, it sends an email. Now let me go back to now this is the email. So like this, you will receive an email saying that there is some information will be there. So just say looks safe. Nothing to worry about that. So dear customer, thank you for showing your interest. We are pleased to inform you that new lead is created in system. Our team will contact shortly. Right. So this is the details that we have received right now. That is the testing. So testing is click on a send test and verify the merge fields. Select the checkbox send email preview to. The checkbox which we have selected and enter the email ID in the text box to send the copy of the email template and click on OK button. Any questions so far on the plain text? Okay, so let's go for a homework. So homework is configure an email template to notify the case owner on creation of new case record. New case record. Now, email subject, specify that new case record is created. Email content, dear owner, new case is generated in system. Please review new case within 24 hours. Let's say this is system generated email. Now below, thank you, Salesforce organization, or let's say Salesforce team. And let's say that sales or Dell. Okay, so this is the homework. Now, are you guys are doing the homework? I'm not receiving any emails related to homework. Are you guys are doing practicing?
Yes, ma'am. I am updating on Google Drive folder.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about others? Sibita, Jyoti.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Ashrita.
I finished all the homework, but I won't update on the Google. I try to update.
Yeah, please update. Otherwise, how will I know that whether you are doing it or not? Okay. Next one is a merge field. Now for this merge field, let's take a scenario. Now let's take a scenario. Let's assume that I have a customer object. Inside this customer object, now we have a account number, and there is a, assume that 4-digit bank account number, 4-digit bank account number, and the customer name, and what are the balances there, balance, and the deposit amount. Let's take that this is account number. And this is last 4 digit. And the customer name. And what are the current balance? And then we have a deposited amount. So deposit. Now, here, let's assume that there are multiple account records are there. Some 1109, some number I'm giving here. So last 4 digits is 4455 and the customer name is Bharati, and let's assume that current balance is 10,000. Similarly, we have few more users like 11. And the 4 digits are 4590. And let's assume that customer name is Sivita. And let's assume 13,000. And another third customer. Okay, so 5490. Let's take Ram Gopal. And let's say that 15,000 current balance. Now, in this case, let's assume that Bharati is depositing the 4,000. Bharati is depositing 4,000. So what will happen once it is deposited? Whatever the new amount and the current balance amount, both has to be calculated. Current balance plus the new amount, both should be calculated and it should be added into the system 14,000. It should be added in their account, saying that 4455 should be the latest amount is 14,000. Now, whenever we are depositing it, right? So we will receive an email. We will receive an email saying that it says that, dear customer, your amount or your account number ending with 4455 has been credited. Assume that it is credited with the amount 4,000. The amount is credited 4,000. So your net balance is total whatever is there. So current 10. So total is 14,000. So this is what you will receive an email. Similarly, Sibita is also crediting some amount. Similarly, Sibita is also crediting the same amount. So what Sibita will receive? Sibita also will receive the email. But here, what is that? Here it is changing her bank account is 4590. So it should be changed 4590. And how much amount she credited? Assume that she credited the 4,000. Let's take it as a 4,000. And the total will be 17,000. Okay, so instead of confusing, she is credited 5,000. So total amount is 18,000. So in this case, my email is different. In this case, my email is different because the first thing, whatever the Bharati has credited the amount, her bank account is 4455. I cannot send the same details to the Sibita. I cannot send the same details to Sibita because Sibita's account is 4590. 4590. Now I cannot say that same email, I cannot send it. Similarly, Ram Gopal has also credited the amount. Ram Gopal is also credited some amount. Here, let's assume that 3,000 or 4,000, let's say 4,000. Now 19,000 is total. Now in this case, what we are seeing it right now, Sibita's account and Ram Gopal account, it says same. I should not be sharing the Sibita's account details to Ram Gopal. Ram Gopal one is 5490. So I have to be very careful whenever I'm sending an email. My card details, my account number details should reflect related to the same person. Whoever the person is doing the transfer or credit or a debit or a deposit, whatever they are doing it, I have to be very careful looking at their account number. I cannot say Sibita's or Bharati's account details here. I cannot send it to Ram Gopal, which is a mistake. So what are we seeing here? I can see whatever the text is there, the text is same. The changes which are happening on account number and the credited amount and the total balance. This is the differences I can see. Comparing the three emails, I can see one is the number, account number, and how much is credited and what is the current balance. These three things are different for each email. Rest all are is same. So what I can do is instead of writing here, instead of mentioning the 5490, because whenever we are hitting the email, I don't know during the automation, I don't know who is the customer account number. So I cannot write the account number in the email template, right? Whenever I'm creating the email template, I cannot say here so and so XYZ number, right? I cannot say this is a draft email. If I mention here 4455, everybody should be receiving the 4455. I don't know what kind of a email, what kind of a number, which account number. I need to track that during the on fly. I need to track it. That means whenever the user is done with the depositing the amount, I should able to identify and then I should capture the details. Now what I'll do that instead of mentioning hard coding the value, I'll use the merge fields. So merge fields are nothing but which I can specify here directly within the curly braces, exclamation. Now I need to capture this 4590 or whatever the credit, the account number is there with the people. So account number is, the last 4 digits are sitting into the 4 digits field. It is sitting into the 4 digits field. And this table is a customer table. This table is customer table. Inside the customer table, I have a field called 4 digits. Inside this 4 digit, I have a account number, last 4 digits are saved. So what I'll do is instead of hard coding the value, directly I can use a merge field. So curly braces exclamation, I can say the object name here, customer. I can say customer dot, my field is 4 digits. Now I can use this. So that whenever the emails are generated, during that time, it will go and look at that particular record and get the 4 digits information for this particular user. Similarly, how much amount is credited. Where can I see how much amount is credited? I can see into the deposit amount. So here deposit is my field name. So what I will do is, instead of hard coding here, I'll use the merge fields. So merge field is curly braces exclamation. Customer is my object. Inside this customer, look at the field called deposit. Look at the field called deposit. For this person, for this account, that means this row. So for this row, whatever the deposit amount is there, get that deposit amount and display here. And the next one is the balance. The balance is stored into the current balance field. The balance is stored into the current balance field. So instead of hard coding here, what I'll do is, I'll say curly braces exclamation, the object is customer dot current balance. So get me the current balance. Now this draft, I can use it for any user or any customer. Now this email draft, this email template can be used to sending the email to Bharati and Sibita or anybody whoever is crediting the amount, right? If Bharati is crediting the amount, I can simply use this template. If Sibita is sending crediting the amount, then I can simply use this template. So this template is going to resolve my issue. Instead of creating the single email draft or email template to each customer, what I can do is I can implement a generic email template that can be used by the multiple customers or multiple users or multiple employees. So merge field is, by using the merge field, we can insert the selected record content inside the email template so that we can make the email content dynamically. That means I am able to get the data dynamically here. If Ram is crediting the 4,000 amount, so I'm dynamically getting what is his account number, last four digit account number. Dynamically, I'm capturing the details and how much amount is deposited. So dynamically, I'm capturing it. That means during the fly, I'm capturing the information. Similarly, the current balance, what are the current net balance is there, that is also I'm capturing dynamically. So in order to capture certain data dynamically, we go for the merge fields. So merge fields can be used in both email subject and email content. I can use it in the email subject and I can use it into the email content. And syntax is curly braces exclamation, object name dot the field name. Whatever the API field is there, that's the same field name. So example, if I wanted to capture the account name, so curly braces exclamation account dot name, curly braces exclamation account dot rating, curly braces exclamation hiring manager dot location, in case if I wanted to capture the location of that particular record. Now, here, when you are referring for example, when you are hitting, like for example, you are creating the account record. When you are creating the account record, and you wanted to send an email, you will be able to add a merge fields of the account record. You cannot add the account record of hiring manager. If you want to send an email, when the account record is created, right, on the account record, whenever you click on a save button, you wanted to send an email. So in this email template, so whatever in this email, the email template, which are the email template that you are referring here, it will access only one object field. That means either you take an account, so that means it needs to be account only. You cannot take the hiring manager if there is no relationship between the hiring manager and account name. Okay, if there are no relationship between the account and hiring manager, you cannot pull the hiring manager details inside this template. We will see that now. In case if you wanted to capture the user information, then curly braces exclamation user dot first name. Now let's see the use case of it. So configure email template to notify the customer upon creating the new customer record in the object. Embed the customer details in the email template. Now here customer record is nothing but account record. I'm going to create an account record. So whenever I create an account record, what I need to capture is in the email subject, I'll say that congratulations. Whoever the account person name is there, I'll specify that account person name. And then the normal text in the email content, I'll say that dear customer. Instead of customer, now I have a specific person name. I can say Bharati, dear Bharati. Then I can specify thank you for purchasing the product from our organization. Now we are pleased to inform you that your customer or account record has been created in our database. The future reference. Here are the customer details. In case if you wanted to place certain information, whatever the record that is created inside the Salesforce, the account record is created. So you can give certain information. See, this is the customer ID and this is the customer name and this is the annual revenue which is created. And in case if you have any query, please contact. And this is auto-generated email. Please do not reply. So thank you. And when you say thank you, you can specify your username because whoever is sending the user, that username. Whoever is sending the email, that username and the sales team. Now let's go ahead and see. Now first, let me create a record. I'll go to the account or I'll take the existing account record. So let's take a Gini point. So we have an annual revenue, right? ID, yeah, everything is there. So I'll take this record. Now let's go to the email templates, classic email templates. And click on a new template here. When you click on a new template, select the text because in the text, we are going to use the merge fields. In text, we are going to use the merge fields. So let's say available. Now here, new customer record. In this case, go to the top. Now here you see use merge fields to personalize your email content. Use merge field to personalize your email content. That means if you wanted to build your email template dynamically, use the merge field. You can add substitute text to any merge field. Substitute text display only if the merge record does not contain the data and the field. So for example, right now you have mentioned here. So you have mentioned here the deposit and the current balance. Let's suppose the current deposit is nothing is there, just a zero. So what will happen is it will not, your output will be, it will not display like amount. It will be like has been credited the amount. So your net balance is. So if you do not have a value in your record, in your field, the data will not be displayed here. The data will not be displayed here. So that's the text after the comma in the merge field. So for example, contact first name, sir or madam. When you save a template, the merge field you will appear in the email body of the template with the following syntax. Like if you have this information, click on the below link. So basically, if you do not have a merge field data, the data, in case if the data is not here, for example, annual revenue, it shows here this much amount, right? So in case if there is no amount here, what will happen? It will not show it. It is just a space or just a kind of a null value it is going to give. Even no space also, null value it is going to give you. Now view sample template. In case if you wanted to view the sample template, just click on the view sample template. Now today, dear customer, thank you for whatever is there, right? So let me copy this. I'll modify that. I'll take that, I'll paste it into the body. Now in this case, what I'm going to do is, it is going to display the multiple object information here. All the object information I can see. This is the field type. Which type you wanted to select? You wanted to use the different field, or you wanted to go for location field, or you wanted to go for a account field, right? Or you wanted to go for a contact field, asset field, whatever it is. So right now I'm account field, select the field. Now in case if you select here, now I need an account name. Now I have need an account name. Now this is the merge field is created here. Merge field is created. Copy this merge field. Let's say here, congratulations. After the congratulation, paste that merge field. Paste merge field. Your customer record has been created. Customer record has been created successfully. Now what I did, congratulations, then I have added the merge field. I have added the merge field. The next one, dear, I need a same. Dear account name and thank you for your interest. Okay, let me change this. Okay, so I'll say that thank you for the interest, or thank you for purchasing product from our organization. We are pleased to inform that customer record has been created in our Salesforce database. In Salesforce otherwise, in Salesforce for future reference. I'll give some details. Here are customer details. Now I'll say that customer ID. So for the customer ID, go up and get the account ID here. And this is my merge field, copy this. This is my customer ID. Next, let's say customer name. Now I need a account name. Now instead of copying that, if you want to type it, you can also type like curly braces exclamation, account.name. Account.name. Similarly, revenue. Annual revenue. So exclamation, let me copy it. I need annual revenue. So let's go to the select field. Let's select this annual revenue, and this is the copy. Okay. That's all. Let's say that this is, and this is system generated email. Thank you. Now after thank you, what I'll do is I'll use the user field here, because whoever is sending the email, the person name should come there. Now if I'm sending an email, my name should come there, DEC batch. My name should come there, DEC batch. So what I'll do is I'll go up. Now I can take the user details here. Here is the user fields, and I need user first name, user first name, similarly space, user last name, user last name, and then I'll say sales team. Right, so that's all. Then we can say that del. Well, let's click on it, save. Perfect. So the email template is created and it says that congratulations, account name, dear account name, thank you for purchasing the product from our organization. We are pleased to inform you that customer. Okay, this is what we have written. Now let's go ahead and test it. It is available for use. It is active. Let me copy the ID. I'm copying the account ID here. Jenny Point. Now click on the send test and verify the details. So in this case, related to record, I'll click on the related to record and I'll select the Jenny Point. Now I need an email to be received. So I'm testing the whether my email template is successfully sending the details or not. So for that, I'm using I check this send email preview to Samskar ID. Now click on OK. Now I'll receive an email saying that congratulations, Jenny Point. See, automatically it is captured my account name. And this is my customer ID, customer name, and this is annual revenue. Whatever the annual revenue is there, that is the annual revenue.
Is that Genie Point is a like existed customer record? I mean, like account record.
Yes, it is the account record.
Oh, okay.
Right, so that is the email that we have received it. And also once you send it, this plain text will be reflected with the new data. You see here it is also displaying the information. Now if I take another details, account, University of Arizona. Okay, so I'll take this. So I'll go to the classic email template, send test, and verify the merge fields. Now let's select account, University of Arizona. Now what I'll do is, right now it says Genie Point here, I'll click on OK. So as soon as I click on OK, immediately my template gets updated here. Right, so because after clicking on this test, what is the output? You can see the output here itself. Congratulations, University of Arizona. Right, you can see the output here as well. So that's about the merge field. So in the real time, we use merge fields a lot. Every email template, at least minimum 2 merge fields, we will be using it. Minimum 2 merge fields, we will be using it. Okay, homework. This is for the merge fields. For the merge fields, right now we have created it for the account. Okay. Configure an email template to notify the customer upon creating the lead and embed the lead information. In email template. Now, email subject. Lead name, whoever is the lead is there. So let's go here, lead. Okay. Lead name. Lead name created on date. Email content. Dear lead owner. Lead has been created, lead, and then lead name. Has been created on date. Please review the lead before 24 hours. And let's say that this is system generated. System generated. And finally, thank you. Thank you. And here, user, whoever is the user is sending user first name, user last name. Sales team, Salesforce. Okay, so this is the assignment for the merge fields. Any questions on the merge fields? Okay, so let's go on. Now, testing process, we have seen that email template, clicking on the send, test, and verify merge fields button. Go to the related records, pick list, and choose for the object account and select the, clicking on the lookup icon, we can select the account, existing account, and we can check the send email preview too. If you want to receive an email, you can do that. Enter the email address in the text box, click on it, OK. That's how the testing for the email templates for the merge field email templates. Now, next one is a creating letterheads. Creating letterheads. So creating letterheads, what is this exactly? So if I go to any bank or any company, every organization has certain header and footer. Certain, this is the header, this is the footer, and this is the content. We have every company has a kind of a letter format. Now, if I go to the Axis Bank, this is the ICICI Bank, but if I go for Axis Bank, Axis Bank letterhead, so we'll have a certain kind of a header and a footer will be there. So this is kind of a header and that's a footer, right? So here it is, the header will be there and there will be a footer, right? Similarly, Dell company, whenever you give a laptop to the Dell company, right? Dell company is also have their own letterhead format. Dell company is also has their own format. So this is on the header. So they have some header, formatted header, and there will be a footer also. And in between we'll have a content, right? So similarly, when we are implementing an email template for our organization, every company has their own specific letterhead. If I'm implementing if I'm doing a development for Yamaha, if I'm doing a development for Yamaha, so Yamaha is also has their own letterhead. If I'm doing a development for DMart, okay, they have their own format. If I'm doing if I'm implementing a development or if I'm doing the customization for the company called government company, okay. So for government company also has their own letterhead format. So every government company has their own header and a footer, some kind of a format will be there. Why it is required? Because if you are receiving an email, if this does not has a header and footer, how can I confirm that this email I received it from the Dell? I don't know. Like if I'm applying a position for the Infosys or Tech Mahindra, right? So in that case, whenever I receive an email from them, definitely there will be a footer or definitely there will be a header. Header is an image will be there. So in case if I do not see this kind of information in my email, I doubt it because this email might not have received from the Infosys or this email might not have been, so they have not sent it, the Dell company did not send this email because it does not give me any clue that the company has sent the email. So if the company is sending an email on behalf of some company, HR is sending an email, then it has to have some kind of a header and footer so that it will refer the company's details. That means I am receiving an email from directly from the company. So for that, we need this kind of a details. Similarly, in Salesforce also, we need that kind of a information. So that means whenever we are implementing in the Salesforce, whenever we are implementing in Salesforce, whenever we are implementing in Salesforce, we need to have, so this is the letter that we, whatever we are implementing it, in this letter, we need to place a header and we need to have a footer. Footer is contains the additional information also. If you go to the Salesforce, if you go to the any Salesforce org, so in the footer, so let's go to the Axis Bank. In the footer, we have many information in the footer and also the copyright. The copyright is there. So every organization has this, the copyright, disclaimer, privacy, right? These all will be there. And also we have a address information, LinkedIn information, Twitter, or anything that we need. Most of the information, everything stays into the footer. So footer and header is very important in email templates. Now, in Salesforce, whenever we are implementing it, so let's say here I have, so here I'm going to place the logo. Let's assume that this is some cloud solution. This is logo, and then below I'll be placing the address detail, the whatever the so let me add it here, Salesforce. And below address is Salesforce for US, right? So I'll be adding the US address, and then I'll be adding the US, the Salesforce email ID. What are the generic email ID that they have? Salesforce@gmail.com. Gmail.com. No, this is here. What it is saying is this is a header. This is header. This is the header, and this is footer. And this is the content. Content will be here. Now, exactly same thing we need to implement in Salesforce. In order to implement this structure, we will use the letterheads. So we will see how to create a letterheads, but using the letterheads, we will be implementing this kind of a email template. Now, in order to implement this email template, we need three things. We need three things. The first one is we need to get the images on the header or a footer, whatever we wanted to place it. We wanted to use the header image and footer image. That means client should provide us what should be the header image, what should be the footer image. So that images should be provided by the client. That is the first step. Second step is these images, whatever these images are there, these images we will load into the document object. We will load into the document object. Now, usually so far, whatever we have seen the images, if I want, we used to go for a static resource. Now, static resource, you cannot use it. You have to go for a document object. So when you go to the document object, there are certain steps to add it. Now, this document object you can see in the classic. Okay, we will see that tomorrow. Add the document tab on the tab bar and then click on the documents tab. Click on the new button, then enter the document label, what are the name, description, right? Then you need to check the externally available this image. That means if you do not check this checkbox externally available this image, nobody can access this image. If you check it, the email template can be able to access the image from the document. And then you need to choose the file from local device and you have to click on a save. That is a step 2. Once it is done, then you need to create a letterhead. The email template you need to create it by placing the image on the header and footer. You can place it there. You can write it like in the content, you can write it, but header and footer, you can place it directly in the email template by calling the document. That part we will see it tomorrow. So that's all for today. And the questions is, what are the different type of email templates that we have?
Static, user default.
Email template.
Standard
Standard
or
custom.
and customized email templates.
Okay, standard and customized email templates. What type of email templates we have? If I
Four
want
type.
yeah, what are
Text, HTML,
Plain text.
Plain text, HTML,
Plain text,
custom.
HTML, Visual Force,
Visual
custom.
Force.
okay. How to add a merge fields? in the email template?
Curly braces, exclamatory, object name dot field.
Field name.
Right. So what did we learn so far? Email templates.
Merge fields.
So we have seen the folders and we have seen the standard email template folders. We have seen the custom email template folders and what are the navigation steps. And we have seen the email template types. And then we have seen the plain text template merge fields. Right. So the letterhead, we will see it tomorrow. And this is the trial head one. Let me paste this. Okay, that's all for today.